don't fit into one niche or one box. We are very broad in like who we can entertain with our performances.
The travelling circus of Torment has pitched the tent at the dock in Aarhus. The general manager and performer David renews the traditional circus.
Our circus is a horror-themed show. We combine horror genre, like we know from horror movies and stuff, and we mix it up with some circus acts and some circus elements. This circus stands out in that we are targeting more a young adult audience, so teenagers and in their 20s and stuff. I think the biggest challenge we have with this show at the moment is that people don't know us so much yet in Denmark. It's like we're still in the growing phase and people have a hard time understanding what we actually do. We do a storytelling in the show, which again is different from most other circuses. We have a very small stage and the audience is sitting right in front of us, which is great for trying to scare them, but also in general, you have a really good connection with the audience, and when I do my tricks on stage and stuff, I can really feel the connection with them. And the show is very different in how it's all packed in. For me, it was quite something to adapt to, that I always had to be on stage smiling, looking happy, and now I'm aggressive, looking mean, and I put my makeup so I look scary. A lot of people who think they're too scared to come and watch the show, and the show is scary, but if you manage to get a seat where you may be sitting a little bit in the back, it's still a visually very beautiful and impressive show and immersive. So it's not only for horror fans.
Kelly is a sixth-generation circus artist, and she shares the vision of attracting young guests by a new kind of performance.
The circus brings something completely new to Denmark that has not been seen here before. It's a mix of circus, comedy, tragedy, horror, adrenaline. You're gonna get scared, you're gonna laugh a lot. You're like terrified in one moment and full of adrenaline, and you're laughing your ass off the second later. So it's like we're really trying to transmit a lot of emotions to the audience, which is a little bit different than a regular classic circus show. I think that unfortunately nowadays young people don't appreciate it as much. Maybe they're too taken by the internet and they can see everything online, so they think that there is no need to see something in real life.
People still like the circus. They just need an excuse to go to the circus. It's for some reason that the circuses in town is somehow not enough, and maybe they don't see the reason why to go and watch it live. But there's a reason to go watch it live. It is different. It is trying to keep the culture alive by rethinking it as well.
In Danish theatres, the circus has the lowest audience attendance. Especially the 16 to 24-year-olds are absent.
I think that this circus could change the demographic in that we're getting the people into a circus. Like, it is a horror circus, it's very different, but in the end we're still doing circus. And I do believe that these people, by seeing us perform, would be more curious about other circus performances as well. So hopefully they come here and they get a curiosity for the circus and thereby would go to another show.
Overall, I would say the experience, like, on a scale from 1 to 10, a solid 9. Like, it was a good experience. Like, I'm going home happy, but thinking about how I'm going to sleep tonight. I think it's a different way of showcasing the traditional circus performances, doing it in a horrifying way. Because that gets you going on your seat a bit more, like, you don't know what's coming next. So I think that's a quite good way to do it. Like, I'm definitely convinced. Like, I'm still looking around every time I hear fucking sound.
For Circus of Torment, I hope we're gonna keep growing, and that we're doing a kind of European tour now. So things looking quite good for the future. We're probably gonna be busy. And I hope that through shows like this, that people get some interest who maybe would not go to the circus usually, and that that circus can grow again.